Apa kabar guys? Sebenarnya ini game. So itu, oh ya, sepi kasih selamat si Austin namanya. Nah.
Thanks, Rangers. Can't wait to get out of here.
We ain't gonna beg for our
You Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did for my son.
The day lose your blood,
Thank you.
Dorsey lives, he'll kill you all!
Lipat kiri juga.
Murderers!
Ini kata station tuh, mana saya dulu jumpa si Daisy. Saya actually sepi sini ini mau jumpa.
Bastards!
Mau kasih tinggi isapnya mic dulu. Actually sepi sini ini mau cari si Daisy aja nih supaya karena bagi senjata. Bagi family weapon. Ini kan Daisy.
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Ini kayak yang orang mabuk mereka simpan.
Must be drunker than I thought. Did someone yell something about Dorseys?
Good cop, bad cop, and swinging exposed light bulb classic. Loot all. Macam mencuri ya ini rasa. Siapa yang paling tinggi apa ini? Lockpick dia. Oh, saksi neko nih. Kayak gini sih.
Deputy, how long is the sheriff going to be busy? Marshals! Finally! I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Ruffians.
Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Is there anyone who you think should get less?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done. My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives. We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family. Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the God. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
We could help you. Boleh kan?
Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or... No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave please put in a word to the sheriff for me. If she'd only lend me a marshal or two, I'd rescue my family myself.
Macam boleh juga lah saya.
Deputy Torres! My family's in the garden with those Dorseys! Why?
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy...
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan.
What are you working on?
Reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting. Don't blink. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Mana dia? Ini si Daisy. Akhirnya jumpa. Finally jumpa aja. Finally. Jump. Okay, jump pada mana ni? This is statuesque woman punya perkataan tu.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Wants to talk to you about her from.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers!
Wala, so dapat ke? Ajak. Bunkers worth of coffee. Minum kopi ya ada orang. Jadi saya mau pergi cakap sama tuh perempuan tadi lah yang
How's your
komplain.
family?
Mana ada tuh? Sini.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson, and
Yeah.
as Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I'm ready when you are.
What is it going on?
It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
But have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Okay, you know, we don't care how well shoot. We're not taking a kid into. Sure, you don't want to leave this to the professional. Okay, ka din eh. Kasi masok siya kaya. You don't want to leave this.
I know very little about you, strangers. And even if I trusted you as I would a friend, it is still my family who the Dorseys threaten. I must go.
Alright then, let's go.
At last.
Okay, 5 orang. Termasuk nih si Lucia. Pada punya power. Pendek nih dia. Tidak apa. Level 4. Small arms, okay. Boleh. Asal dia ada power yang tidak sama macam power saya itu oke lah. Perks. Apa ini? Trick shot that has weapon moddingnya tinggi lah. Wow, bagus. Bagus kasih dia apa? Udah senjata nih apa nih? .38 mana satu tuh? .38. Oh ini. The revolver. Oke. Apa baju yang dia boleh pakai? Equip. Ini kasih dia shotgun. Wah, ini pun boleh juga. Ini small arms kan, ammo type. Boleh bah. Ada 5 orang satu tempat sih. So mau pergi itu tempat Garden of Gods mana? National Station, Pillar Square, Mission Log, Garden of Gods. Can reach the Garden of Gods to check on the north side of downtown.
How does it feel now? He'll kill you all!
Get your Colorado Patriot here, hot off the press. New in town? Did you hear about what happened?
We hear there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. Took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
What do you know?
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. Thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out. Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorseys hiding out in the city.
Di North dekat mana sini?
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Mana satu North? Mana lebih ya?
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out for it.
What? North of the... North of what? Ini.
Sorry, no admittance.
Oh, sini kan. Sini si Lupinski.
Much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So,
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence.
my apologies, Miss West. I meant no disrespect. No room for amateurs in this
Oke, ini pula si
town. You
Lupinski.
hear? No room.
Save game. Garden of Gods.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you, as long as it's safe. Hey! You on the ledge! Hands! Oh no. They found me.
Bisa save game mana? Save game memang gini punya. Nah, ada orang lah. Sini kah?
Or we're coming up!
You don't want to do that!
Oh yeah? Why not?
I've got this whole place rigged to blow! That's why!
Siapa yang paling jauh dia timbak?
See no explosives.
Awareness tuh kan dapat attributes yang paling tinggi, awareness, hit chance. Oh, siapa? Kwan.
Well, hot damn. Smoke 'em if y'all got 'em.
Jap, dia mau bercakap dulu tuh kan. Silap sudah. Siapa mau sebut cakap dulu sama orang sebelum bisa kasih mati.
Down from there.
or we're coming up. Oh, yeah? Hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead!
Ah ja, gaan we dan les toch.
You saying I'm a child? You're the one who's in for a whooping. I'll find you, and I'll gut you.
Nah tuh. Aku set macam tidak guna juga sap-sap punya apapun tidak tinggi. Ya, what?
No one takes Dorsey blood and lives.
Mati kill. Bisa guna si arrow kan. Timbak macam biasa. Out of range. Sebenarnya ni lah. Saya mati sudah. Oh, pendek gila. Sampai sana sejak dia apa? Masih lagi tidak sempat. Oh. Kuat loh revolver dia.
Oh, God. Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me. Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but...
What are you doing here?
My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. It's fascinating, actually. They polarize the waves and create constructive interference. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar collectors, or even thaw frozen components. I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you put a decimal in the wrong place. A while ago, we found some old non-functional solar panels from before the deluge. I couldn't figure out their function at first, until I recovered a microcircuitry board and developed a laser spectrography process. I realized that I could help solve some of the electrical generation issues that have always been a problem for the city. I think they took everyone to their camp.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but you saved my life. I won't forget it.
Much obliged.
Wih, terus full nyawa. Semua heal diri saya juga nih. Kontainer, ambil lo barang-barang. Ice axe. Wow, ini mau kasih siapa nih? Si arrow. Critical chance, yep. Damage tambah 2. Guna aja lah. Scope. Ada energy weapon nih. Ada apa aja yang guna pelurunya.
a medic.
Tidak nampak. Lagi kah? Requires mechanics level. Cuma untuk boleh. Banyak bom. Level 3 ya. Gila, ada anjing juga. Sebelum tuh bercakap sama orang.
Shit stings!
Sekejap. Kalau sebelah ini sudah kena reload bahkan. Oh, tepat kawan. Sebelum tuh si apa namanya nih? Marshall Kwan. Di sini dulu. Sini saya timbak mana nih? Nice. Hampir sudah punya roket. Singat tuh sama kayu. Kayu tidak. Wah, singat tidak apa. Sampai sini. Oh, oke bah.
Work together.
Kejam. Apa jadi itu?
Is how it's done.
Nice. Oh, Crap ama. Cup unlock. Kasih apa dulu? Max level. Tributes. Sama tambah 2. Coyote lagi. Puncturing shots. Bukan, dia pun ada precision strike gitu. But sometimes they're nice enough to line up for you. Find us fires and surf attack that punctures through multiple enemies, hitting anyone in its path deals. Spring prey. Is 5 strength. Tuh siapa boleh gue rasa. Si Raven. Gue is 5 strength. Cuma si Kwan. Sudah dia ada. Ush. Oh, dia pun naik juga. Speed pun perlu juga soalnya invasion effective. Sini yang saya rasa itu si eksplosif. Oke. Ada orang semua.
What's in that pit?
Orang nabakar. Molotov. Siapa ada orang tuh? Oh, one to Dorsey serasa tuh.
I'm Isaac Reed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
Stop talking right now.
Mati sudah punya family. Oh no.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. Farron Brago's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. Something way worse than the Dorseys.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch, I sentence you.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me.
Go
Please.
for it, kid. He's garbage. Tak payahlah, jangan langsung bunuh dia. Rupa-rupanya ada ini ya, satu kumpulan yang tidak suka pula tuh patriarch.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done? I have justice right here, in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
Ya kasih dia pergi penjara jalan. You are not the law here, Lucia. You're not even that. This is our job, and you say he's under arrest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over.
We took her and we arrested several rebels. Sent a team to pick them up as soon. Marshals. Mana satu? Ini sama ini untuk.
Copy that, November 1. Dispatching an arrest team now. Good job getting those sons of bitches. Over and out.
Wih, sedihnya mati udah family dia kan, si Lucia. Sampai dia kena tolong oleh nih orang nih bodoh. Fire grenade. Nice. Searcher. Pasok ke sini. Apa di sini? Jap sepi sini dulu. Apa dia buat? Oh, sebelum buat begitu baru lari di sini. Tapi sudah saya bunuh orang. Saya main timbak aja. Enough AP sudah. Dead lah. Wah, buruk. Udah kah begitu? Kenapa itu? Karen.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he helped them Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? If I had been in the house, I could have saved them. The whole night could have gone differently. Or am I fooling myself? It took all of us to beat them. Very well. I accept your decision to let him live. But the people who are truly responsible, Nelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way.
Siap. Kita boleh bunuh siapa kan? Janganlah bunuh dah si anak si Patriarch, si Liberty itu.
Of course. Good. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Job clearing out those sons of bitches. I'd help. When the sheriff tells you to man a spot, you man a spot.
Little Vegas, nanti malas.
How's the family? Shut your hole. I knew you slipped.
Ixnay, I'm the Arshal's man.
They've been real assholes. I mean, they threw my brother up against the wall just for spitting on the
Mana tuh?
Shut
Oh,
up.
sini.
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs. Families taken hostage.
Mati udah kan semua sini.
Hell yeah. I've always got a small for the marshals and never piss them off. I stay in line.
Horrible way to go. Of course, if you're up there, you deserve it.
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. Of course, I'd have liked it better if you sent Isaac Reed and his trader friends to me, rather than locking them up in Ranger HQ. It seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. And I sure would appreciate it if you keep that in mind for the future.
Oh, okay.
Glad to hear that. I think we'll get along fine. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up.
Fikir-fikir juga tadi betul.
Ain't
Mantar
that
pergi
right,
dia
Hope?
kah? Ataupun pergi yang sana apa?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and she'd be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brago for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Oke lah. Kita pikir-pikir coba tuh kalau mau kasih pergi tempat saya itu Ranger HQ ataupun pergi bagi sama si Daisy, si Isaac tadi tuh. Sebelum tidak terpikir betul-betul tapi biar.
Shit. I'm sorry. Fucking Dorseys. Fucking Dorseys.
Belum mengenai level loh. Semua kasih naik ini oh. Level rendah dia punya. Lockpicking penting. Apa ya ini? Slots ammo +2. Sini aja lah. Oke. Inilah. Kita tahu. Full house. Level 18 ini susah kan. Full house apa nih?
Extra! Bloody shootout in Garden of the Gods!
Sebelumnya sudah boleh masuk kan?
Authorized personnel only. Good day.
Oh.
Rangers hailed as heroes! Dorsey's flee the city!
Di orang sana lucu. Japan kita mau pergi. Maksudnya kalau hijau ini sudah full house. Ini hijau, yang ini full house kan hijau udah punya apa nih warna nih. Yang ini full, yang sini sebelah kiri. Maksudnya senang. Oh. Maksudnya senang membuat. Cepat ini dulu lah. Oh, sini.
I loved this job.
Emang saya mau masuk dulu sini klub tadi.
Sounds like you're at the Little Vegas, judging by all that knowing. Remember, your first order of business is to find Delgado. Maybe somebody in there has seen him. Sure, we'll all be millionaires. Keep your eyes on the prize, Rangers. While you're at it, if you can prove that Brago made a deal with the Dorseys, feel free to take that bastard down. Best of luck, Rangers.
Ya, Brago siapa?
Welcome to Little Vegas. Please, enjoy your time in our elegant establishment.
What's your favorite song?
Gotta be Sex Dwarf. It bops so hard.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Why me?
Yeah, shock
Did
tuh.
You mean the robot?
Yeah, my dad was
Drink like you.
Oke, Delgado.
I'm stuck with Boar's Light.
I'm not sure it's smart enough to have
Fuck me!
friends,
Fuck! Like, totally. I went upstairs to get my shit out of the safe, but Boulder and his mercs took my pants. No fucking way I'm dealing with that asshole again. But I need that stash or I'm dead. Can you help me? Not my drugs. Other people's. Well, mostly. I got deliveries to make. Rhino and Focus.
Why are you dead without the
5
stash?
each. I owe a lot of money. I don't sell this shit and they'll kill me. In a safe? Upstairs in the private room? Here's the combination. Just watch out for Boulder.
Kalau saya mau buat bisa malas membuat tipnya. Gue langsung mau tolong dia.
Buy me a drink with all that coin you're throwing around?
Oh, honey, of course. What do you want?
Rum and cola?
Adorable. That's so 2090s. Great choice for nostalgia factor.
Hey there. What do you need? Sorry, chums. Don't know anybody by that name. Can't help you. This is the Little Vegas. A slice of paradise in a freezing shithole. Plenty of sins available for the picking. Just take a look around. Loose lips don't get you far in Mr. Brygo's organization. So, nope. All the best vices Colorado has to offer.
Combat stem, mahal. No thanks. Semuanya.
Ah, it's you, Red Hats. I was wondering when you'd come to see Charlie Nose.
Siapa lagi nih orang?
Farron Brygo's capo, leader of men, hero of the Battle of Two Buttes, savior of St. Elmo, and friend to everyone worth knowing. Welcome to Little Vegas. Ah, a tactical masterstroke by yours truly. Imagine 2 round buttes with a narrow gorge between them. Got that picture in your mind? We lured our enemies into the gorge, then squeezed them from both sides, crushing them between the buttes.
I'm quite sure there was never a battle of 2 buttes, Mr. Nose. Sounds like a story you concocted while sitting in the out.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you'd been there. I'll never forget the groans, the plops of the fallen, the terror. Not surprised you haven't heard of it. St. Elmo was lost to a fire years ago, sadly. But it was a thriving town.
Don't listen to a word old Charlie says, Rangers. He's the biggest...
Says the biggest bullshitter in Colorado Springs.
Si Marshall sama si Lucia pun cakap dia penipu dan macam betul lah kan.
All those and more. So what can Charlie do for you? El Gato? What?
Come on, Charlie. You remember Delgado. Nice guy, family man, way too good for the trash in this place. No way you could miss him.
Oh, not like you, Marshall. Sorry. Haven't seen him. Old Charlie would tell you if he had. I'm the floor boss. I make sure our guests are happy and entertained. And that they don't want... I can? Did you mean, will you let us through? In that case, no. Jokes aside, Mr. Brygo doesn't let anyone into the back without his explicit say-so. And we take Mr. Brygo's instructions very seriously. Ah, Mr. Brygo's pride and joy. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that who you are, with your hat so red? Oh well, can't help you if you're confused. You see this silver ram medal? You like it? It's my favorite badge. The Patriarch himself. See this one with the skull? Sheriff Daisy gave it to me for dealing with a corrupt marshal. She was a beast, let me tell you. Must have had some kind of mutation. 8 foot tall with fists like bricks. But I gave her the old razzle-dazzle, took her down.
Razzle-dazzle? Is that what you call falling while running away from her and tripping her with your quivering ass?
That worked, didn't it? She fell face first into a fire plug. Knocked her cold. Until next time, Red Hats.
You stowed away on an Arapaho convoy? Oh my god, tell me everything.
It was...
These stairs lead to Mr. Brygo's lounge. He said I should let you guys through.
Hey?
But don't even think about messing with that computer behind me. I got one job, and that's guarding that computer. And if you was to mess with it, well, that would be a very bad day for you, my friend. That is the computer that controls the ventilation system. and I have to guard it because it's broken, and there could be real trouble if anybody said it wrong. Big trouble if you set the fan to off and the heat to max, which isn't supposed to be possible, but right now it is. The furnace could catch fire and burn the whole place down. So I'm not well, maybe if a fight broke out I would, but nobody would be stupid enough to start a fight in Mr. Drago's place, would they? You're not gonna say I said anything, are ya?
Parang to question mark ka na.
You stowed away on an Arapaho convoy? Oh my god, tell me everything.
It was dirty and cramped, and I pitched through a hole in a truck bed.
That's just like so authentic and real. And like, I've never had
Look for the
I am so jealous.
Did you ever hear the part about pitching through a hole? Fucking out of your mind.
Jadi mau cari si Delgado lawan Sabdiala detektif.
So gaudy. So ostentatious.
G-string theory. Smart dulu nama dia.
There's a statistically significant chance we'll exchange genetic code.
Fucking feet hurt.
Ugh, tell me about it. Killing me.
I am so tired of just standing here.
You know it. Sometimes I wish somebody'd start something just for the variety.
Either that or get us some chairs.
Masih Delgado. Ini bukan di sini atas loh. Quick draw.
I'm gonna hog tie you and make you squeal like a pig, boy.
Ah, Rangers, what a pleasure. I heard you were in town. It must be, what, 20 years since we crossed paths? Not that any of you would remember that, of course. You were probably just kids when Vargas, Angela, Death, and the rest helped. And I hear we have you to thank for Cassidy's fine Claudius being back in business. My capos and I thank you. If not for Cassidy's, we'd have to settle for second-rate suits from the bazaar. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Farron Braga. Welcome to Little
Last
Vegas.
perfect, isn't it?
My recreation of the glories of the town we lost. You haven't heard the story? Hey, I'll never forget it. 20 years ago, Vegas was being overrun by robots. A nightmare. Then Angie and Snake and their squad showed up, guns a-blazing, and saved the day. Heroes, every one of them. Helped me consolidate control of the city, too. Of course, 15 years later, the robots came back and destroyed everything. But, you know all about that. They attacked you, too. Anyway, that shared history makes me happy you're here. I hope you'll enjoy your stay.
Sorry, it's not our kind of place. Is this nightclub legal?
You think the Patriarch would let an illegal business operate right on his doorstep? But enough about me. How are things with the Rangers? Is General Vargas still in charge? I'd love to give him my regards. We owe him and his team a lot. Damn. I'd heard rumors, but thank you for telling me. I'll raise a glass in his honor tonight. Now, what can I do for you? Certainly. Ask away.
You're a connected guy. Do you know anything about who let the Dorses? Masih kick ass 3 on. Kiss ass, one kick ass.
What? I don't want those kind of connections. Murder in the streets is bad for business. If I were you, I'd be looking for someone with a grudge against a patriarch. Not exactly a short list, I know, but... I know Delgado, but I haven't seen him. If he came here, He didn't come to see me. What a shame. Nothing I like more than a good Ah, yes. Had that painted for my office back in Vegas. Before the robot scare. Not a bad likeness, eh?
Before the robots came, that's how is it you don't look a day older?
Thank you, Rangers. That's very flattering. But really, it's not so much that I haven't aged, but more that the cares and woes of running Vegas back then made me old before my time. Since I've come to Colorado, I feel 20 years younger. Like I said, 15 years after the Rangers saved us, the robots. As to why we came to Colorado, well, we heard some rumors of the good work the Patriarch was doing out here, creating a stable, prosperous society. That's exactly the kind of environment a business like mine needs to flourish. So we packed up our roulette tables and hit the road.
Little Vegas.
I know any attempt to recapture the past is doomed to failure. But I had to try. And besides, the customers don't know it's a pale imitation. To them, this is paradise. All of good luck.
Oke, jadi dia cakap dia tidak kaitan pun sama cuma Ratu Dorsey itu masuk sini lah kan. Masuk sini Colorado Springs, so mungkin bukan dia lihat tuh, tapi mungkin dia punya pengikut yang pergi apa tolong si Dorsey.
You stowed away on an Arapaho convoy? Oh my god, tell me.
Private party, Little Vegas brothel.
Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out?
What are you runts doing in here? This is a private party.
Smells like a
None of your
Oh, they're mercs. Happened to be in town when the Dorseys attacked, so we paid them to help us out. Nice to see him putting the Patriarch's money to good use.
defending Colorado Springs and beating those toothless shit-kicker Dorseys. Local 168! Let me hear you! Woo! Ha! You mean shakes? You runts are running errands for a junkie? Get out of here. We're gonna sell that shit when we sell his pants. No. What we do like is fighting. And that's what this party's been missing. So let's go, runts. It's time to dance. Hey, now, hold on. We was looking for a throwdown, not a gun down. We don't get in killing fights. Unless somebody's paying. What was it you wanted again? Maybe we can help you out.
You want to get into the safe.
Then do it and get out. Just be quick about it. Yeah, we saw him. That Charlie Nose fella? Dragged him into the back rooms behind the bar. Used to be a union. Scrap Miners Local number 168. Organized when we was working the yard in Steeltown. Pay was shit, conditions were brutal, hours were criminal. So we unionized. Smart, right? Not so much. Boss Markham sacked us and hired a bunch of refugees to take our jobs. So we had to find a new way to make coin. Decided we could use our muscles for fighting just as well as mining. And reformed as a mercenary company. Local 168. Best there is. Good. We got drinking.
Jadi yang tuang tempirang yang pergi apa? Pergi kacau.
Hell yeah!
Dia yang pergi kacau si Delgado. Tapi bawa dia pergi di bilik.
Hell yeah!
Not too safe tuh.
Hell yeah! Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out? Still got some on my shoes.
Kuat naman eh.
Hey, remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out?
Siya tinggi mekanik ko.
Still got some on my shoes. Local 168, booyah!
Nah, itu orang penagih dada tuh.
Any luck? Do you have my 5 Rhino and 5 Focus? What? Well, that wasn't. You never said anything about money.
Now, if you don't get it, we'll keep the goods and you'll be die shaking.
Fine! Bunch of assholes! This is all I have. Just a little to even me out. That's all.
Saya rasa siapa suruh dia sayang duit dia untuk beli drugs ya. Say no to drugs, kids.
What do you want now? This party is only for the local 168. Good.
Hey,
we got
remember
drinking.
how I blew that Dorsey's brains out? Still got some on my shoes.
Wonder if 10 is working today.
Kendall, prostitute.
Sorry, I got off work a while ago.
Hope you're getting lucky at the Little Vegas.
Gigolo. Jap si cakap sama yang tembirang lalu. Si Charlie namanya.
I hate that I have to be drunk to say this, but you know what? You're all the best friends I could have.
Hello again, Red Hats.
You know you're talking about him. We need to get him.
Well, ain't you a clever seed of Red Hats? But let's not be rash here, yeah? The only way you'll get... Look, it wasn't Mr. Brygo who conspired with the Dorseys. He's not that stupid. But a little bird told me it was someone in our organization. I can give you a name. All you gotta do is prove this guy was acting on his own.
Boleh juga lah, saya rasa. What's in it for you?
Way I see it, everybody wins. You get your culprit, and we don't get in trouble with the law. Once you clear Mr. Brygo's name, I'm sure he'll release Delgado.
Terus saya save kah?
Ain't that some shit? Boys, show our guest who's the boss here.
Lain.
You stowed away on an Arapaho convoy?
It's the best. But
Oh my
I've
God.
heard a
Tell
rumor that
me
there's an
everything.
exclusive secret dance party up at Aspen every year.
Hello again, Red Hats. Look, it wasn't Mr. Brygo who conspired with the Dorseys. He's not that stupid. Way I see it, everybody wins. Look for our man McTavish at the machine shop near Pillory Square. I don't care what you do to him, but if you can come back and prove the rest of us weren't involved, I'm sure we can make a deal, yeah? Also, I didn't tell you this, Red Hats. Sure. First, head to Pillory Square. You know, where the marshals leave folks to freeze. Mac's place is southeast of the human popsicles. Usually has a paperboy shouting nearby. Find a way to prove Mr. Brygo wasn't mixed up in this Dorsey business. and we can make a deal. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Till next time, Red Hats.
Save game. Bah guys, itu siya dulu. I'm gonna end this episode here. Itu siya dulu. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.